So we are in the middle of day 17, so doing a update, starting of course with the one I'm most familiar with up here in Zone 2 with Kapow. So as I've mentioned before, they destroyed the alliance down here. Of course our alliance here they consider destroyed as well. This alliance will be moving and I will be removing myself. I have plans to go solo so that I can actually speak out and not worry about anyone being attacked from my words like they have done in the past. Kapow continues here, the Master Alliance, Master Colony. There were several alliances over here. One at first that they attacked soon after ours, and then two established, and they were kind of fighting between each other, and now they're one big slave colony. This colony up here became a slave colony. That one really bothered me because I had informed him and he was wanting to stay strong. And when I look at the verbiage of the alliance description, cooperate in this alliance and you will progress. So, yeah, that's kind of sounding like they are under the thumb, of course. They no doubt got the threat of join us or be zeroed. All of these, I'm sure, are being threatened. All these other little ones. Here's another one that became a slave colony. Here's one that's related to KH, but I'm not sure if KH is part of the KW family. They seem like it in the beginning, but they don't seem like it as much anymore. Their other slave colony over here has been attacking this alliance here. They did destroy CINF between these two slave alliances, and I have no doubt they'll start going after this one soon. So if you see this one change colors or change tag to a KW, you'll know why. And they have been attacking against this one over here as well. In fact, let's see if their central fortress is burning. Yep, they've been attacking the central fortress there. So yes, they continue their scheme to dominate, but they've also moved into the Eon Shio through the passes. They got control of some of the passes. One got control of this one, another got a control of this one. They've been attacking this alliance over here, KHC, and they've been attacking this alliance over here, no doubt. This alliance is big though, so they should be able to hold their own as far as defending against the slave alliance, but the master alliance will come over and give them power as well. That's what they promised to me. If I would go after the other alliances, they would come send me the support I needed to make sure I got control of whatever. I did not want to be a bully. I said no, so they had to destroy my alliance. So down here there are the zeros. The zero RV is real big. I have seen them going after some smaller alliance territory, so I still have my reservations about the zeros. They are by far the biggest. This is their main alliance, but they all came at the same time, so I don't think that their academies are slave colonies. I think they were just very well organized. But see, 365 million power, and we're only in day 17. And even when they came over, they were around 150 million power. I was told they came a little less than a week ago, but I saw this territory already kind of forming under the fog. So I don't know if someone came ahead and then they came in, or if it was just no one noticed until the fog was clearing and they were just staying quiet. So they have all of these zero dashes that look like they're part of the family. They don't talk like they're allies in the verbiage, but they have the same layout. Everything's the same layout. But here, like it says, Academy of Zero SV. This one says it's a farm, so yeah, it shows it's related to the Konoha Village farm. But there's many throughout the Kingdom of the Zeros. That's what I'm going to refer to them as, the Zeros, because of the zero dash theme. And then this one here, the zero RV. Sorry if I make you dizzy. I hope I don't. But see the same layout. You know, they don't even have to say they're affiliates because they all have the same format. In fact, that was one of the things that was insisted. You gotta make it look like us, and this is how. So then, and that was zeros. That was with the KW bullies. And so there's another one down here, 0SF, 0CV. Over here, 0DV. So they are by far the most dominant. K and W at one time seemed like it was part of the KW family, but they're not talking like they're part of the family. So it's almost like KWP above is by itself. So as strong as he made it sound, no longer is Crew showing affiliation with them. No longer is KH. So I don't know how they're going to handle that. Hopefully they handle it soon because they are destroying all the smaller alliances up there. Now this one says it's part of the DMW family, which is up in the Zone 1, and they're also allies with the Zeros, and I also see that with the Zeros they're mentioning DMW as well. So, and look at, they're already at 305 million as well. So definitely there are two predominant families of alliances, the DMW and the Zeros, that are standing out the strongest at this point. How they are operating, I still don't see them as bullies. But again, I need to wait until I connect with them and talk to their leaders and see how they talk and all of that. I just don't see it in the activity. Yesterday, there was a lot of activity over here as RLW went after BW28. You can see BW28 has a lot of disjointed territory now, or disjoint territory. And then this guy is new to me, 828G. I saw him come over the ticker tape as destroying an alliance flag down here. Not theirs, but another small alliance down here. PRL or something. PQL. And I don't recall seeing them in my prior videos, so they're kind of new on the scene. Let's see what they say for their alliance. They call themselves the Annihilators. They say they're part of the HDW family. So, when with a name like Annihilators, and they're already 68 million strong. So, interesting. So they seemed pretty new. But BW28 in here lost a lot of territory. I tried to pick up the chat on Kingdom Chat about what was going on. I saw things being spoken of between BW28 and XA28 here, and they didn't really clarify anything. It didn't. I was thinking of doing a video with it because Kingdom Chat can be useful information, but I couldn't find any. And then RLW was in it, and the Falketti dude was part of it. Is he in here? He speaks a lot in Kingdom Chat, and he's usually associated with this one. And they say they're part of the DMW, HDW family. But none of them are mentioning KW anymore, so I take that as a good sign, to be honest. And other alliances have reached out to me. Someone actually found one of my videos, and I am not sharing my videos very much, so I don't know how. I will soon. I just need to fix the sound, and once that's fixed, I'll start letting you all know about these top-down perspectives. And then up here is DMW and Crew, and they're still very strong up here. And from what I understand, everyone is kind of at peace up here. They did go after DCW. I got intel from a smaller player, not one of the main players, that there was a betrayal of some kind. So I don't know the story completely, but DCW was pretty much removed their central fortress several days ago, and so they're no longer part of the family. I didn't like their name either, Devil Cult Warriors. Kind of bothered me. But so this area has kind of been like they're growing gradually, and there's not a whole lot of fighting going on. There was a few days when they were going after DCW, and I was wondering, and someone shared the scoop with me, which was good, because I don't like it when I think that there's already civil war. But at the same time, I kind of just want to know who's going after whom. You know, a unified kingdom cannot come about if they're all bully alliances. And I'm not getting that impression anymore. I had that impression from the leaders and the people saying they were part of the KW family in the beginning. But the only ones I'm seeing at the moment who are actually acting as bullies is KW in the Spirit Zone and now into the Yangshio Zone. And they may try to go over to the Rivendell Zone, but with DMW and crew there, I don't think they'll manage it. They only own this particular pass right here, and that's part of the crew family who they used to say they were friends with or part of the same family, but I don't know. So here is where they used to have a lot of reference. Let's see, affiliate of crew, DMW, and honor all family and ally agreements they have in place. And I'm no longer seeing mention of KW people, so I take that as a positive sign. Before they were mentioning Coolio and KW. Let's see what DMW says. Since this seems to be the main alliance of the DMW family, and yeah, they no longer mention. Oh, wait, they do still mention KWP. So this one bothers me that they still mention that. And then they mention KH, but let's see what KW is saying now in theirs. I have heard that some people are concerned about KW's activities, and some big shots are getting involved in protecting smaller, but I don't know for sure. So they don't mention, they mention allies of 2828. They're not mentioning the affiliations they used to mention before. So I just think that DMW hasn't changed their description, and that happens. I took a long time when I became the R5 of my first alliance. It was a while before I even made any modifications to it, and but it's kind of important because it shares the culture of an alliance. So since I'm going to be handing over the mantle, so to speak, to another player, I'm going to encourage him to make it what he thinks it should be, because I was putting something along the lines of we have no enemies, we work with everyone as long as they work with us, kind of thing. And he'll want something more generic, I'm sure. So that is where we stand right now. KWP or Kapow, the KW family continues to be the only bullies that I'm seeing in the kingdom. And so I take that as a good sign, because that they won't last very long if that's the case. If the others see their antics and realize, we don't want that in this kingdom. So they might even not be allowed into the council if that's the case. So that's how we're standing right now at day 17, and I wish you Godspeed and signing off.